So it's the Zadarius Smith effect. Look, the guy showed up, and I thought he played a pretty damn good game. Yeah. I had a chance to look over the pressures and the statistics and everything from the game, and I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm really not surprised that we had low output for pressures, low output for sacks. I really believe that this game was just more about keeping everything in front of you, and they just shut everything down. Zadarius Smith never, in my opinion, got out of control one bit. He never got too outside his zone. He never got too deep in the zone. He was right where he needed to be. So here's NFL news. Kevin Patra, who said the newly acquired pass rusher Zadarius Smith added some oomph to the Detroit Lions defensive front in Sunday's 52-6 blowout over the Jacksonville Jaguars. In his first game since heading up I-75 from Cleveland to Detroit. Now, in his first appearance, Smith added that veteran presence, which I think was noticed right away. He could win his one-on-ones, which is something that we haven't seen a whole lot on the outside. Zadarius Smith brings a different level to this game. His hand fighting, I said this before, as soon as we found out he was coming, and even before that I thought that Zadarius Smith was more of an impact player for this defense for that reason alone. Since we're talking about Z Smith and the impact or the effect that he had on his on his I just saw that in the chat. That's funny. On his impact on the game, Mac Jones. So according to NFL Pro, Mac Jones only suffered 10 quarterback pressures and 1 sack. Okay, so here you go. Brian Branch, he only blitzed 3.4%. Jack Campbell, 25%. Malcolm Rodriguez, 46%. Of course, DJ Reader, Zadarius Smith, Josh Paschal, Aleem McNeil were all 92.9 to 100%. So, of course, your front four is going to blitz. I mean, if that's what you want to characterize it as, they're rushing the front four all the time. But only Malcolm Rodriguez and Jack Campbell registered a blitz rate for the entire day. Like if I were to go back to week 10, it's way different. Brian Branch blitzed 5.3%, Alex Anzalone 13.2%, Jack Campbell 23.7%, Trevor Nowaski 63.2%, and then of course your front four blitzing the majority of the time. Josh Paschal is one that seems to blitz a little bit less. The interior guys are blitzing more than the exterior guys. If I were to drop back to week 9, again, much different stats. Kirby Joseph blitzed 5%, so we had a little bit more of a nickel defense, nickel blitz package in. Alex Anzalone, 10% of the time. Jack Campbell, 23% of the time. Muhammad, 94% of the time. Trevor Nowaski, 85% of the time. James Houston, 96.2% of the time. So I think that when you see us blitzing more of our linebackers and a nickel, defender, like a cornerback or a safety, that's when we're blitzing. Again, yes, if you feel sacks are more important than having a smart defense, right? Yes, for sacks, or smart defense is no. Which one do you feel is better, smart defense or sacks? Because the Lions right now are playing extremely smart defense. Extremely smart defense. And I would say that that's what's winning games.